Hi champions, Darius here. How is everyone doing out there? I do hope that you have an absolutely wonderful day. It's beautiful here. I'm in Brisbane, Queensland, Australia. Gorgeous day. We're just about to come to the end of winter. Well, we don't really have winter, see, but we pretend. We're doing a good job pretending that we have winter. Look, this is a quick one about something that I'm very passionate about. In our last Millionaires Mentoring session, we had a question coming up about understanding of leadership, my understanding of leadership, and everybody else's understanding of leadership. Now, I personally think this is probably one of the most misunderstood and mistaught concepts in the society. So what I would like to do, maybe I will start with expressing my opinion of what leadership is not, and that comes from a substantial amount of time in the corporate role, in the corporate leadership role, more than a decade. I spent a fair bit of time in a global organization, multiple thousands of people, and I was one of the leaders here in the South Pacific. Now, as a leader in the corporate world, I had a very simple objective. And that objective was driven by the corporate requirements, the budgets. Okay. Now, there is a very little, if no room whatsoever, for the individual people's, for the individuals' dreams, aspirations, goals. Okay. We, as a leader in this sort of organization, and I, in inverted commas, as a leader, my job was to make sure that the people are focusing on the corporate goals, on the corporate budgets, and in that environment, people simply turning up to work in most cases, not because they excited about the corporate goal. They turn up to work because they need a job. They want to get paid. Okay, that is the kind of top-down model of driving the results. And I said it, driving the results. We're talking more. This has got more to do with manipulation and I suppose dictatorship than actually leadership. Okay, it's got nothing to do with the leadership. I'm not saying that applies to every company, but it will apply to most companies, regardless of the size. Mum and dad business that employs a couple of people to global company that employs thousands of people. The concept is the same. It's all about budget. It's all about me making sure that the people who work for me deliver on the goodies, deliver on the corporate requirements. Now, I have discovered the true leadership only when I actually have stepped out from that corporate role. I've given up on that, and I tell you what, I'm glad I did. That was the best thing ever happened to me. I got involved in the social marketing. I got involved with online marketing and multi-level marketing, and I suddenly started to discovering what real leadership is all about. True leaders, and that's coming from me, but it's supported by so much of that beautiful material that's out there. True leaders are servants, bottom line. Okay, true leaders work harder than everybody else. True leaders don't tell people what to do. True leaders do the thing and show people how to do. True leaders are passionate about the individual's goals, dreams, and aspiration. I mean, that is the reality. In our line of business, the only way that we can achieve results is by actually helping the guy if someone comes to me, if someone wants to align themselves with me in my business, in my line of business, the only way that I'm going to achieve results is by do whatever I can to help them to achieve their goals, their results. I mean, that is absolutely beautiful. To me, that is leadership. Leaders work for the team, not the other way around. Okay, and if you're in the in traditional kind of work line, you know what I'm talking about. That's another thing. Leaders are the people who are prepared to give up on the ego. You can't be egoistic. You can't have a big ego about you and about you. That's not a leader. Leader, you can't be a leader if it's all about you. Leader is also obedient. To become a leader, I have to humble myself. I had to become obedient. I have to become obedient to my team. It wasn't about my speed. It wasn't about how good I am. It's about how good my team members are. And if they're not good in something, then it's my responsibility to help them to be. And I'm not saying that I'm the greatest leader in the world. I'm on a journey, but I've learned that much. I certainly know that I had to unlearn a lot of things and relearn a lot of things. And I tell you what, I say again, I'm grateful that I have. Leaders pull everyone up. That's what leaders do. You invest time and effort to pull everybody up. Everybody wins. One of my favorite, Zig Ziglar. I love what Zig Ziglar's saying. He's just got some great stuff. And one of his saying is that true leaders don't see through people. True leaders see people through. Don't you love it? I mean, this is beautiful. Okay. And personally, I know for which leadership type I want to be remembered. And I'm sure if you are a leader or you want to be a leader, I'm sure you feel the same. We want to be remembered. We want to be true leaders, and true leaders get the results. I mean, that it's not just romantic, but it's also practical, right? So, for everyone that comes, if you're watching this and you're not sure about this leadership thing, you feel uncomfortable. Maybe you feel that this is not your thing, that you're not good enough. And I understand where you're coming from, because I've been through that kind of roller coaster, and I know a lot of people do feel that they're simply not good enough. Well, here's the news for you. If you can see yourself as a servant, if you can see yourself putting other people first, if you can see yourself working harder to make sure that the other guy that come to work with you, align themselves with you, if you can see yourself working hard for them, you're a leader. You're a leader material. You don't have to be anything specific. You don't have to be extrovert. You don't have to be arrogant. If you're arrogant, you're not material for a leader. So we all can be leaders if we've got a heart for other people and helping other people. I think that's, I'm repeating myself, that's basically my understanding. I am in love with my new understanding of leadership, because it makes a difference. It makes a difference to everybody. Everybody wins. Simply, what's there not to love? Love. So look, I hope this is of value to you guys. And I certainly am happy and glad to be sharing this with you. So over and out for me, and have a wonderful day.